You are welcome to Trading Issues with the Guru. Today is Wednesday, of course, and it is the 4th day of the 3rd month, March, of the year of our Lord 2026. You are highly welcome, and please, as I would always say, it is our project. You, the follower, in fact, if shareholding is to be appropriated, you might be having higher share than I do. So please drop your comments. If you want to suggest anything, drop it. I will try my very, very best not to undermine your comment. We will bring it and analyze it. So please come with me. And today, my apology for coming late. You know, for some weeks now, I have been very, very prompt. But today, it just happened that I think I am 8 minutes late. So return back. If you are about stepping out before, please stay put and let us do what we know how to do best. If you look at the clipboard, I put 2 things there. One is state police has come to see, or we welcome the state police. That's one part of the discussion. Then the other thing is the need for us to know the difference between Iran and Israel. The need for us to know the difference between Iran and Israel. And this is very, very important. One might want to ask there now that what's our business with Iran and Israel? We know we are far from each other. Yes, but don't forget, please, the world today is nothing but a globalized village. They call it a global village. Because, take for example, you want to give information to somebody in China or somebody in America. You pick your phone, you go to your WhatsApp page, you open it up, you send a message. As you touch send button here, in that very second, the person in America is receiving the message. Is that not a wonder of a globalized place? So there it is for this reason that we need to know the difference. Another example I will give. America, Israel are bombing Iran. Iran is far away. I quite agree with you, but I've told you the whole world is nothing but a globalized village. America had closed their embassy in Abuja for visa interviews. It's closed totally for the whole of March. Why? Because there are protesters protesting against America and Israel about the bombing of Iran. You can now see it is nothing but a global village. What affects one there affects another here. This is the condition we see. So it is for that reason that we should. Okay, somebody has just dropped a comment. Let me read it so that it will encourage us. Good evening, the Guru. About state police, all the state governors will be using them as a tools against opposition. My brother or my sister, or my mommy, or my daddy, or my son, or my daughter. I want to agree with you. I want to agree with you. But the fact that this fear is factual, given the precedence of what is happening in Nigeria today, should not stop us from embarking on it. Because if this is a federal government, a federal state, a federated state of subnationals, then one police force structure will be abnormal. So probably it's part of what I will discuss. today. But if we fail to discuss, if we fail to finish all the ingredients that are meant to season the soup we're about to cook now, we will repeat or we'll continue. We'll have phase 1, phase 2 of it. So, but your opinion, I think I agree with you, but that should not stop us from embarking on arrangement for this. Good evening to you. Hello, Daddy. Good evening. Good evening to you. So let us go back to the issue. So the clipboard, which we are probably looking at, that's why I brought this to the state police, then the difference between Iran and Israel. All right. Iran is is culturally very traditional. Same with Israel. Culturally very traditional. But I start with the police. After the newly appointed Inspector General of Police was sworn into the, I'm talking Olatunji Riwa Disu. Having been sworn today, his first action was to set up a committee that will work. He gave the committee, I think, only 4 weeks to bring the modality of establishment of state police. Let me start again with what I have been talking for a long time. There is difference between state policing and state police. As we operate today, we sometimes venture into the arena of state policing, but that does not make it state police. Because today, what we have in Nigeria is one layer of police structure. That is the Nigeria, not Nigerian. No. I think I explained something about that the other day. And maybe by next week, I will come back to redefine it. When the police force was established in 1861, when Nigeria came to be, it became Nigeria Police Force. Unlike the Army, the Air Force, or the remaining counterpart, which is Nigerian Immigration Services, Nigerian Customs Services, Nigerian Army, Nigerian Air Force, Nigerian Navy, Nigerian this, Nigerian that. The police remain Nigeria. We will come to that another day. So let me not bother you with that today. What the newly appointed Inspector General of Police did today was to establish a committee and gave the committee 4 weeks deadline to work around and bring the modality for establishing of the state police. What he did was good. I agree with him, because he mainly worked out the interest of the person who appointed him. The person who appointed him is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is the Commander-in-Chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces. And President Ahmed Bola Tinubu had told us that we cannot run away from places of state police. Now, he first of all threw the matter. Okay, somebody had dropped an idea again. A comment, sorry, a comment. Let's read it. Send your own. I will definitely deal with it. The first person said, the Guru, sir, please, is the advantage of having the state police more than the disadvantage? I will try to answer you. But the answer may not be too satisfactory to you. Or, no, the ingredients to make it more plaintive might not be totally given today, but we shall deal with it. Then the person said, good evening, sir. This state police is good. It will create employment opportunities, but my concerns is the welfare and infrastructures to accomplish the objective. I give you thumb up because you spoke well. We shall come to all that. Now, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu started this venture by calling on the state governors that they should work out the modality of state policing, or state police, sorry. Then, a few days ago, while breaking fast with governors and some other top Nigerians, he threw the matter to the National Assembly. And after that, one of the leaders of the National Assembly, I wouldn't know whether the president of the National Assembly, that is the chairman of the National Assembly, who is always the president of the Senate, or the speaker, that made a statement that before the end of 2026, state police would have come to be fully established. Okay, somebody has just dropped another comment that the guru of a truth, state police is good if we can have a working policy guiding it. Otherwise, our governors might misuse them against presumed enemies. Some may even use state money to build the world's most beautiful correctional centers, like one of us who wanted to build world's most beautiful cemetery. Okay, you are probably speaking to the governor of Katsina State, who allocated 20 million for renovation, beautification of burial ground, each in each of his local governments. Okay, now let's move. Between 1959 and January 1966, we had layers, 3 layers of police structure in Nigeria. The federal police, the regional police, and the local government authority police. I will come to spend time with them individually, but not to encroach more into your time today, for today. We therefore, as of necessity, we break this discussion into 3 phases. We are holding one today now. We may hold the next one, say Friday this week, and Monday we'll complete it, because there are a lot of trending issues that we really want to discuss. So by the coup of January 16, 1966, that terminated the life of the First Republic, then there was a problem. Because that coup rewrote the historical build-up of the country called Nigeria. There was no coup before then. There might be in other countries, but being the first that happened, it knocked out a lot of things, and it knocked in a lot of things. It was for that reason. Don't forget that those who really planned the coup were not so blessed to lead the government that coup brought in. Because Thomas Aguiyi-Ironsi, who later became Supreme Commander of the Nigerian Armed Forces and being the president, he was named Supreme Commander, was not part of those who planned the coup. On the night of that coup, please listen to this. General Thomas Aguiyi-Ironsi, I think he's from Umuahia, was on board an Edadesa vessel at Bat 6 Apapa Port. There was a party there, and he was one of the guests in the party. He was enjoying himself when the coup took off. But when the coup happened and it prolonged with all the casualties that came, it was now put down. In the north, by Odumego Ojukwu, a colleague, he was a colleague then, I think. Then here in Lagos, Aguiyi Ironsi rallied some officers and the coup was put down. Then Aguiyi Ironsi, being the most senior military officer of his time, was named Supreme Commander. And of course, the unification decree what now, is it 32 of which I've forgotten it? Please, if you remember, tell me. Was drawn up to unify the whole country under one structure. And that unification decree, therefore, abrogated the regionalism foundation of which Nigeria was standing before January 16 or January 15, 1966. And Aguiyi Ironsi took his time to set up committee to look at the functions of the Nigerian police as it had been between 1959 to 1966, where the coup terminated that structure, and how the police should be operational under a system that no more accommodated regions. Don't forget, the first casualty of that coup was regions were removed, were abrogated. So he now set up a committee to look at the matter. How will the police function now? Now that Nigeria have been united under one total leadership, there are no more regions. So how would it be? But the committee, of course, why he set up the committee? Like as I said, the three layers of policing in Nigeria collapsed or was collapsed by the coup before he set up that committee. And the committee was investigating, was trying to look how are we to function now police-wise when Aguiyi Ironsi himself was removed. In the counter coup. I think it's June or July. When was Ekumbad in Ibadan? And he was killed in that region with his host, Adekunle Fajuyi, called Adekunle. Region or Western Nigeria. Since then, when General Yakubu Gowon now took over as head of state and commander-in-chief of the Nigerian forces, he now looked at the committee report of which way policing in Nigeria. And he looked at all the complications and everything. He decided that it would be better to have one police structure. This was how we returned back to one police structure in Nigeria. But if you remove this, there is no country of the world. I'm not talking of the Banana Republic countries. So I'm not talking of North Korea. Go to Brazil, go to Canada, go to the United States of America, go to Germany, go to United Kingdom, go to all these countries that are ripe that talk of democratic movements. There is none of them that you have one layer of police structure. In the United Kingdom, you have about 17 layers of police structure. If you get to train station, they are on a different structure. More of the transport system of the place. the Metropolitan, the this, the that, the this. If you get to Kent, you have the local. This is what it is. To United States of America, to Canada, to Brazil, and all this. But since that 1966, we have not spoken well about it. But let me reveal that the 2014 COFAB National Conference put together by then President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan brought recommendation of diversified structures of police. That is why those who were privy to that document are still shouting to today that why can't we just bring that document, dust it, implement it? It brings solution to most of the complications we have with this country today. Let us fast track. So the president spoke, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu spoke of state police. Like as I said earlier, he called the state governors and he gave them, and then he now moved the matter until National Assembly leadership told us that before the end of 2026, we shall have police, state police operating in Nigeria. Now he appointed a new Inspector General. And let me say it, of course, I said it yesterday. One of the 7 offenses of Kayode Egbetuku, why he was thrown out of the police by the president, was his refusal to align with the idea of state police command. He gave his doubt. Like as I said yesterday, oh, his doubt was good. But then, it is not the president that appointed you saying this is what I want for the country. If you have a contrary idea, it is not for you to go outside and pronounce it. Who did you counter that time? You countered the president who appointed you. If I were the president, I would throw you away. Instead, if he had gone to the president in the bedroom, no, he will not gain access to the bedroom because Senator Remi Tinubu is there operating fully. Now, he should have gone to the president, but anyway, he was. So, Disu, who now today being inaugurated, who was sworn in today and inaugurated the committee, knew exactly what he's doing. And I want to believe that the little I heard about this, I have never met the man one day in my life. Even when he was, what they call the rapping something in Lagos. When he was ADC to Governor Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Lagos, I have never accidentally met him one day in life. No. Because when I was very close enough to the police authority, the Nigeria Police Authority, most of these officers today must have been very young in the police force. Probably the highest rank they will go will be maybe ASP 2-star, which I don't even believe. So I never met him. But what I heard about him is that he is good. He is good. He is good in his job. And he's a man who believes in decentralization. So as he set up the committee, let me tell you, the committee is to be headed by Professor Olu Ogusaki. Then other members of the committee, CP Emmanuel Ojukwu, retired. Emmanuel Ojukwu is retired. I wouldn't know whether this Emmanuel Ojukwu was the one who served Muhammadu Gambo as PRO. I don't know. Then CP Bode Ojajuni, CP is Commissioner of Police, is a member. Deputy Commissioner of Police Okebuchi Ogora is a member. Assistant Commissioner of Police Ikechukwu Okafo is a member. Then Chief Superintendent of Police Tolulope Ipinmission and others, they are members. And he gave them, like as I said, just 4 weeks to bring O to be. Let us now go to the reality. I would want to see Nigeria operating on more than 3 layers of police structure. This one is abnormal. This one layer is abnormal. But then, let us look at the fears. The fears is that the state governors who will have a limited supremacy over the state police command may, let's use the word may, use them to pursue and destroy their political enemy. Anyone, not only anyone that is in any other political party in the state. No. Anyone, even if it's in the same political party with the governor, who does not agree with the governor is gone. Police will deal with him. Thank you very much. Good evening, sir. State police is good. It will create employment. Okay, thank you. That is very true. Then this one said, good evening, Daddy Guru, Olorogun, one of the universe. I cannot be Olorogun, one of the universe, but thank you. Thank you for your insightful perspective. That's very good. Then this one said, good evening, sir. State police is good. It will create employment opportunities. It can reduce insecurity. But my concern are the welfare and infrastructure to accomplish the objective. That's a very good one. That's where we are going now. So let me be fast because we must save time. If you create a state police, can I tell you something? Please check this out. Which local government election that is carried out in any state since we entered this fourth republic, we are going to almost 25 years now in this republic, that the state conducts local government election and any other party win one local government, two local government, it's not in existence. The whole local government seats in that state, like Lagos, 20 local government, like Kano, 44 local government, all those with 8 local government, 16 local government, 32 local government, whenever a local government election is conducted, it is the ruling party that wins all. It is for this reason that people are asking that let us transfer conduct of local government election to INEC, not state NEC. This is an evil that state control of an institution like police can bring. That is one leg of the matter. 2, all the correctional centers in the federation, as we have them today, correctional centers, they are the prisons. They are all owned by the federal government. Every official employed into services in all the correctional center, they are all federal civil servants. But if you now decentralize, you now bring the police, state police. It means, therefore, it is the state that will build the correctional center that a person sentenced, found guilty by the law court, will send the person to Gaza. Every person that will be working in that correctional center will be under the employment of the state. Every logistics to make life convenient, either for the inmate or for those working there, shall be borne by the budget of that state. Every prison warder or correctional center warder that will be working will be employed by the state. The uniforms that the correctional center warder will be wearing the boots he will be wearing, everything, the food he will be eating, and the food that shall be that the image shall be fed with will be provided by the state. Let us look at this. We have states today that have not been able to pay salaries fully. I don't know whether you know it. There are some states in Nigeria today that have not moved the salary structure of their state to the 70,000 naira. It is these states that we shall be expecting to carry this new body. Not that the money being given to them is not enough. Oh. Please don't miscrew this thing. Get it right. But how many of the governors are really living above board? That the money they collected from Abuja with their internally generated fund are being accounted for in such a way that transparency covers everything. Don't we know how they loot the money away? If I don't want to use the language loot, don't we know how they steal the whole money? These are things we must look at in this new venture. So the structure that will sustain the decentralization, that is when the police is now decentralized to state command level, there is going to be synergy. We will still have Inspector General Police in Abuja. It is for that reason that this thing needs to be assiduously worked out. Yes. It means, therefore, it goes beyond the committee that Olatunji Disu, the Inspector General of Police, set up. They may just bring a model, simpliciter, but they cannot conclude the job because there must be a law to promulgate it. And it is most likely to be an executive bill which shall go into the National Assembly. But can I shock you, and I will drop the curtain here. I know where I'm dropping the curtain. On Friday, I will start from here. Can I shock you? The National Assembly, as presently constituted, cannot give us a format of an enduring state police structure. Because the National Assembly, as we have it today, both the Green Chamber, House of Representatives, the Red Chamber, they are just green and red for nothing. They cannot bring you such an enduring legacy of the establishing state command police. Because, let me not say more about it. My recommendation then will be, who therefore should be the base, should be the foundational committee to decide this? Yes, there must be a committee to settle, but whatever document produced by that committee must go back to the National Assembly for authentication before it now goes to the president for assent. If I disqualify, yes, I have done that, and in good faith and for the good interest of Nigerian people. If I have disqualified the National Assembly, who will be the first level of defense to put this together? Please, Friday, I will recommend who those people will be, where they should be drawn from. They package everything, then they send it to the National Assembly. We have a National Assembly that is a rubber stamp, so there's nothing wrong. They should equally be rubber stamped to what that committee will send to them. With that, we have an enduring legacy on state police command or structure. So let me hold it here today. Friday should be another day. I'm not forgetting the place I dropped the curtain. I mark it down. Let us try it that way. Because inevitably, a multidimensional structure of policing in Nigeria must be established. We can't just go with only this one. Somebody told us there in the comment now that, oh, it will create opportunities for employment, it will do this. Yes, yes, it's most needed. But which road do we pass getting there? And if this thing is too much hurried, interpretation of 2027 will be given to it. Don't forget, we have general elections that are coming in 2027. We have general elections that are coming in 2027. But let us hold it because of time. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just, the knowledge drop box, I won't be able to mention all, but let me just give us a few, very, very few, identify a few things that we should know about Iran and Israel. Maybe I should just mention 3 or 4. Iran is not an Arab country. It is predominantly Persian with its own distinct language. Persian Farsi is the language. Iran is not an Arab country. Please know that. It is predominantly Persian. Don't forget they are that axis together. And of course, we all know that Iran is different from Iraqi. Operation Storm the Desert, which President Bush Sr. did before President Bush Jr. came to complete it. That's Iraqi. Iraqi, the country called Iraqi today. Iraqi today is standing in the place that the Garden of Eden was, which God created in the beginning, where he planted Adam and Eve, the Garden of Eden. Don't forget, the Garden of Eden is watered with 4 rivers, one terminating nowhere. And that was the one that was loaded with pure gold. And one of the other rivers is River Euphrates. And don't forget, the capital of Iraq today, River Euphrates flew through the center. We are not talking about, I'm talking of Iran. Israel, I will stop at this too. I've told you that Iran is not an Arab country. I've told you the language they speak specifically. Israel is not a Christian nation. This may surprise some of my colleagues, Christians. We have to dig deep. Israel is not a Christian nation. It is predominantly Jewish. The Jewish people practice Judaism and not Christianity. I repeat this. Israel is not a Christian nation. It is predominantly Jewish. The Jewish people practice Judaism, not Christianity. You might be surprised to know that the percentage of Christian in Israel is less than 5%. Let's hold these two because of time that has gone. I want to appreciate you for holding you down this much, and I apologize for the 8 minutes that missed up. We shall not come back by the grace of God on Friday. And I want to thank everyone that dropped If your comment is dropped on YouTube, I won't be able to coordinate all together at the same time that I'm talking to you. If it is on Instagram, I normally go through them later, but it is Facebook that always drop here. So please let us jointly carry this load. It is our joint venture responsibility. In fact, like as I said in the beginning, if shareholding these things should be appropriated, I want to believe that you there, you have more share than I here. So it is our joint venture. All the same, I want to appreciate you. Thank you very, very much. By the grace of God, Friday, next tomorrow is another date with trending gurus with the guru. Trending issues with the guru. Let us gather again and do it even much bigger. Thank you. God bless all of you. The guru signs out with a loving kiss to all of you there. I am very, very grateful. Bye-bye.